All right, all right, all right. We should be live. Let me check. Let me check. Let me make sure. We gotta check. Gotta make sure because sometimes they like to act up. Let me check. Let me make sure. Perfect. All right. Let's go. What's good, Unc? We got a little. We definitely super early today because I got a lot of shit to do later on. But we're gonna get right into it. So I don't like to play around. I get right to the shit of what we're doing. I don't like to waste anybody's time. So appreciate everybody for stopping by. Let's get right to it.
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together.
Oh!
So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok. All right. Now, Unc, I see you with them subs. I appreciate it. I couldn't figure out how to fix everything, but don't worry. As we go on, we learn. It's not that hard because I did everything on Streamlabs already, so I just got to move everything over and this is a lot of shit that I got to do, but it's okay. We're here, we're live, we're getting ready into it. This is I want to say I forgot his name, Brent Norton, GER, talking about how the US has been lying and how the war has been costing us trillions of dollars. The reason we're watching this is because I get so many people that I don't know if they pay attention to the media or I don't know like if they pay attention to anything because I still have a lot of people saying the U.S. is winning, U.S. knows what they're doing, they're killing it, da da da. So instead of Myron or Riyadh saying it, let's listen to let's see Ben Norton tell us the same shit. Okay.
If you listen to the rhetoric of U.S. government officials, they claim that their war against Iran has gone extremely well. And Donald Trump has repeatedly claimed, falsely, as I'll show today, that supposedly the U.S. has destroyed Iran's military capabilities. Listen to Trump's claim.
And when they say they destroyed their military capabilities, he's usually talking about their Navy and their Air Force, but their Navy and we didn't give a fuck about their Navy and their Air Force. The whole point of the war was to get rid of the nuclear arms the nukes that they said they were creating, and the ballistic missiles and the proxies. Nothing about fucking Navy and Air Force.
Claims, and then I'll explain why they're wrong.
We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders.
They've destroyed all our bases on the coast. What is he talking about? They've destroyed all our bases on the coast, and they were never trying to target America specifically. They just was trying to get rid of their presence in the Middle East.
That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed, hurting their
Guys, Iran. Bro said they destroyed Iran's Navy. Bro. What do they need a Navy for? What the fuck does Iran need a Navy for, guys? Iran stops right here. What the fuck do they need a Navy for the Persian Gulf? They're not fucking running the Arabian Sea. You know how many other people here? They're not running that shit. This shit stops right here. So why the fuck would they give a fuck about their Navy? They don't give a damn about their Navy. And then what's worse is he tricks you niggas by saying, oh yeah, we got this all covered. Nigga, what about this? What about all this shit right here? They don't do nothing with the Caspian Sea right here, and they still using it. So, I guess.
Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their missiles are just about used up or beaten.
Here's how this doesn't make sense. She says that their missiles are just about used up or beaten. It doesn't make sense because they can make more missiles than us. So if their missiles are just about used up, we're done. We should be finished. We don't have any more missiles if that's the case. So
they are begging to make a deal, not me. They're begging to make a deal. And anybody that saw what was happening over there would understand why they want to make a deal.
So that's Trump's narrative. he claims that the U.S. destroyed Iran's military, and he even argued that Iran does not understand that it has been defeated.
Well, they're militarily defeated. In their own minds, maybe they don't know that.
Even
Imagine.
if you only have
Niggas said in their own minds, maybe they don't know that they've lost. I mean, if they've lost, they like, what do you mean? Like, if they've lost, they lost, bro. Like, I don't, how does it matter if they think they lost? If they don't have a military anymore, then they've lost. But the strait is still closed, so something's not adding up.
Here in reality, we have more and more evidence demonstrating that it's actually the U.S. military that has suffered significant damage in this war. Every week, a new report comes out in mainstream U.S. media outlets citing U.S. intelligence officials and top military brass who admit on record that Iran has actually destroyed and seriously damaged the U.S. military bases surrounding it in West Asia.
And that was the goal of Iran. It wasn't to directly attack America. It was to destroy all their bases in the Gulf Coast. Boom, 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 boom.
So-called Middle East, that it's going to cost tens of billions of dollars to repair these bases if they're ever actually rebuilt. And meanwhile, there are reports showing that Iran's military capabilities have not been destroyed. Iran still has the majority of its missiles in its stockpile, and it has the ability to create more missiles as this war continues. And then
and that's another problem to they are out of missiles is because their missiles are made in house, so they can make missiles whenever they want to. We can't. We have to get missiles from people, which is why our missile making ability is hindered, because we have to actually get the material from other people, like get precious minerals from China. That's one of the things that we have to get for our missiles, which China isn't letting us do. So that's how you know we're being fucked on the missiles.
Finally, the cherry on top is that there are reports that it's actually the U.S. military that is running out of missiles fast, and it will take many years.
4 years. That sounds about right.
So today I'm going to review all of this evidence and show how what Trump is claiming is the exact opposite of reality. So let's start reviewing the evidence. This May, CNN published an investigation in which it revealed that the majority of U.S. military sites in the Middle East, in West Asia, have been damaged by Iran. CNN reported, quote, at least 16 American military sites have been damaged in Iranian strikes, making up the majority of U.S. positions in the Middle East, end quote. CNN published another report at the end of April titled, Repairing Damaged U.S. Military Bases Will Add Billions to Iran War Cost, sources say. This report noted that initially, the Pentagon claimed that in the first 2 months, this war cost $25 billion. However, other internal sources admitted that is an extremely low estimate. It does not include the cost of repairing the extensive damage suffered by U.S. bases in the region.
That's what also is the killer too, is that this is what's not gonna make Iran fold, is because they're gonna have to pay for so much shit. Like they're gonna be in so much debt, and they're gonna be so behind that it's going to literally fuck their economy. They might end up like Germany after World War I. Like that's how much they're gonna owe. Like that's why Iran is like, I'm not doing this because y'all are gonna try to fucking grape us if we accept.
The real estimate is closer to $40 to $50 billion when accounting for the costs of rebuilding U.S. military installations and replacing destroyed assets. Now, this is assuming that those bases are rebuilt in the first place. This report noted that in the first 48 hours of this war, a war of aggression that was launched in a surprise attack by the U.S. on the 28th of February, in the first 2 days, Iran destroyed 9 U.S. military sites in Bahrain, Kuwait, Iraq, the UAE, and Qatar.
9 sites. This is at 410. The first 2 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The first 2 days, they destroyed all them shits. Like, oh man, that's crazy.
Iraq, the UAE, and Qatar. Iran destroyed radar systems worth billions of dollars, along with billions of dollars of U.S. aircraft.
The THAAD radar
so
system.
Those two reports from CNN were just the beginning of the evidence. Like I said, every few days, another report comes out in a major U.S. media outlet admitting the truth that the U.S. government has been obscuring and lying about for weeks now. The Washington Post published another major report this May, noting that Iranian strikes have hit at least 228 structures or pieces of equipment at U.S. military sites since the war began. And the Washington Post wrote, quote, "The destruction is far greater than what was previously reported or acknowledged by the U.S. government," end quote. The Washington Post noted that Iran has destroyed U.S. military hangars, barracks, fuel depots, aircraft, and key radar communications and air defense equipment. And it added that, quote, "The threat of air attacks rendered some of the U.S. bases in the region too dangerous to staff at normal levels, and commanders moved most of the personnel from these sites out of the range of Iranian fire at the start of the war," end quote. By the way, this was one of the key goals that Iran had. It wanted to expel the U.S. from the dozens of military installations surrounding it in West Asia. And there are now multiple reports in major U.S. media outlets citing top U.S. officials admitting that Iran has accomplished that goal and has expelled most of the U.S. military forces from the region. The New York Times published a similar report in March titled "Iran's Attacks Force U.S. Troops to Work Remotely." This report noted that Iran's attacks on U.S. military bases, which were done in self-defense in response to a U.S. war of aggression, have been, quote, "forcing many American troops to relocate to hotels and office spaces throughout the region."
Which explains why Iran bombed that hotel in the UAE, I think, or they was bombing hotels.
Much of the land-based military is, in essence, fighting the war while working remotely, end quote. The New York Times added that thousands of U.S. military forces have been sent to Europe, and the U.S. is using bases in Europe in order to wage this war against Iran. The New York Times added that, quote, "Many of the 13 military bases in the region used by American troops are all but uninhabitable," end quote. That is an extremely important revelation that directly contradicts what the U.S. government is saying. So thus far, I have reviewed reports published in the New York Times, the Washington Post, and CNN, all acknowledging the undeniable reality, the truth at this point, that the U.S. military has suffered significant damage at the hands of Iran. NBC News also published a very similar report in April titled "Iran Caused More Extensive Damage to U.S. Military Bases Than Publicly Known." Citing U.S. government officials, it acknowledged the same. Quote, "American military bases and other equipment in the Persian Gulf region suffered extensive damage from Iranian strikes that is far worse than publicly acknowledged and is expected to cost billions of dollars to repair," end quote.
And that's another killer to us, is that everything that we destroy and everything that they destroy, we either have to repair or we're going to have to pay for. So it's just, I'm trying to tell you, like, I don't know who was telling this nigga this was a good idea, but this was fucking stupid.
So what all of this shows is that Donald Trump lied. He claimed that the war is going swimmingly. Everything is going perfectly well. Iran has been defeated. The U.S. military is triumphant.
Well, they're militarily defeated. In their own minds, maybe they don't know that.
That's all false. It's all disinformation and propaganda to convince people that this war of choice, an unnecessary war of aggression, has been a total success, when all of the evidence demonstrates it is the exact opposite. So now that we have very clearly established that, I want to look at another very significant report showing how the U.S. military is using up many of its advanced missiles, and it will take years to replace this military equipment. This was revealed in an article published this April in Fortune magazine titled "The U.S. military may have already used up half of its most expensive missiles, and it could take up to 4 years to rebuild its stockpiles."
And this came out in April 25th. And it is May 11th now. So if we already halfway through the stockpile, that's what I'm saying. That's how it doesn't make sense if he's like, oh, Iran almost running out of missiles. How are they almost run out of missiles if we not ran out yet? And they can make missiles in their country.
This article noted that, quote, the U.S. has depleted its store of 7 major types of missiles, intensifying concerns of a near-term risk it will run out of munitions for a future war, end quote. So these are the missiles that the Pentagon is running out of. It has used up 45% of its stockpile of precision strike missiles, 50% of its terminal high-altitude area defense interceptors. Those are known as THAAD interceptors, which were largely based in South Korea, although the U.S. has moved some of them to West Asia to wage this war and to protect some of the U.S. allies in the region, like Israel. The U.S. has also used up almost half of its stockpile of Patriot ballistic interceptor missiles, all within the first 7 weeks of the war against Iran. And that's not all. An even more amazing detail reported by Fortune magazine is that the media outlet calculated that just in the first 2 months of this war, the U.S. spent $24 billion on the 7 major munitions used, but the cost of the war against Iran is much, much bigger than that. In fact, a lecturer at the Harvard Kennedy School said the cost of the war against Iran is likely to exceed $1 trillion. I repeat.
And this is where the niggas who want the war to happen is making their money right here. From all these missiles, from all the defense, from all the repairs, from all this shit. That's how they're making them. That's why war is like money time basically for niggas.
Repeat, $1 trillion. When you include not only the cost of all of the missiles and other munitions and the planes that were destroyed and other equipment, but also the significant infrastructure damage of the U.S. military bases that were destroyed and the lifetime disability benefits for thousands of veterans who have been significantly injured and in some cases paralyzed because of this totally unnecessary war of aggression launched by Donald Trump. Meanwhile, while the U.S. military has already used up half of many of its missiles and it will take years to replace them, what do you think the situation is like in Iran? Trump and the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, have repeatedly claimed that Iran's missiles have been destroyed. Its military capabilities have been destroyed. But we now know that's a lie. It is simply not true, because the Washington Post published another major report this May titled, U.S. intelligence says Iran can outlast Trump's Hormuz blockade for months. This article cites a confidential CIA analysis that was delivered to Trump administration policymakers. So Trump and these top U.S. government officials know that they're lying to the public when they claim that Iran's military capabilities have been destroyed, because U.S. intelligence analysts are telling them something completely different, and yet they go out on stage in these press conferences and they lie to the public. In reality, the CIA analysis concluded that Iran can survive the U.S. naval blockade for at least 3 to 4 months before facing more severe economic hardship. This has been reported by the Washington Post.
And that's the problem with them lying, is that we have the internet now. It's 2026. It's no longer just one network that you're watching. It's no longer one station you're watching. It's 50 billion different niggas that's saying different things and bringing receipts with the things that they say. So it's hard for people to just lie unless you just want to be like retarded, then go ahead. But if you actually have a brain, it's hard to be lied to, because you can just literally, it takes 5 seconds to figure all this shit out.
Post. It added that Iran retains significant ballistic missile capabilities despite weeks of intense U.S. and Israeli bombing. And I'm quoting here from the Washington Post, quote, Iran retains about 75% of its pre-war inventories of mobile launchers and about 70% of its pre-war stockpiles of missiles, a U.S. official said, end quote. They also added that the Iranian government has, quote, been able to recover and reopen almost all of its underground storage facilities, repair some damaged missiles, and even assemble some new missiles that were nearly complete when the war began, end quote. So again, I have to repeat that what Donald Trump and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth and Secretary of State Marco Rubio are all claiming about the war against Iran, it's all lies. They are falsely trying to convince people that this has been such a success, that Iran is defeated, the US is triumphant, and it's the greatest military on earth, and Iran couldn't do anything. They're all lies. It's simply not true.
Sorry to interrupt, but this is important. The shooter who murdered my sweet little Daniel brought a highly lethal weapon with him to my son's first grade.
And this is why even some major US allies in the region are getting cold feet. Like, for instance, Saudi Arabia, which hosts US military bases. And yet, Trump tried to carry out a military operation to forcibly open the Strait of Hormuz. This is the narrow strait off the coast of Iran. And before the US started this war of aggression at the end of February, 20% of globally traded oil passed through this narrow strait on a daily basis. And Trump announced this May he was going to carry out a military operation to forcibly open the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran had closed in self-defense.
And is still not open.
And yet Saudi Arabia got cold feet, and Saudi Arabia denied the US military access to its airspace in order to carry out this operation. This was a major blow to Trump. And why did Saudi Arabia do this? It's not because Saudi Arabia secretly loves Iran. On the contrary, they are regional rivals. It's because Iran has established a deterrent by causing significant damage to the neighboring countries, especially the Persian Gulf monarchies, like Saudi Arabia, like the UAE, like Bahrain. These are countries that host U.S. military bases. The U.S. was using their territory in order to wage this war of aggression against Iran, which is why they were legitimate targets in Iran's acts of self-defense. And tens of billions of dollars worth of energy infrastructure, oil and natural gas infrastructure, has been damaged. And it will take many months, if not years, for previous levels of production to be reached once again. And we're only seeing the very beginning of the economic damage caused by this war. In fact, the Saudi regime is suffering from massive deficits. Saudi Arabia's budget deficit increased by $8.2 billion in the first quarter of 2026. The Saudi regime's deficit has more than tripled since the second quarter of 2025. And this is only the early preliminary data. In the upcoming months, we're going to see that these horrific monarchies, these dictatorships that are propped up by the US in Saudi Arabia, in Bahrain, in the Qatar, in the UAE, they are going to suffer from tens of billions of dollars of losses because of the destruction of infrastructure, because of the loss of tourism revenue. These Persian Gulf monarchies had portrayed themselves as beacons of stability and peace in a turbulent region where the US and Israel are at nonstop war. And we now see how that was just marketing, and it was a lie. It's not true. These regimes
Facts, because the U.S. could not protect them from the missiles.
host U.S. military bases, and that's why Iran retaliated against them. That illusion has been dispelled, and this is why they're starting to get desperate. This is why the Saudi regime denied the U.S. military access to its bases and airspace. I mean, those bases have already been largely destroyed, but Saudi Arabia simply does not want this war to continue because it knows it will cause even more damage. So all of this adds to the growing mountain of evidence demonstrating that the U.S. empire has lost this war of aggression that Donald Trump launched against Iran. It was totally unnecessary. Trump thought he could carry out regime change. All he had to do was carry out so-called decapitation strikes and eliminate all of the political and military leadership in Tehran, and supposedly the Iranian government would collapse. That has not happened at all. The Iranian government has demonstrated that it is very resilient, and it actually probably has even more popular legitimacy now than it had previously.
And the problem with attacking Iran was that he expected it to be like Venezuela, where there's no real like culture, the economy sucks. Nobody wants to be there. Like Iran isn't like that. So he thought maybe if I kill the head, everybody will rise up because they're tired of it. No, they were expecting you to do that. They were ready for. They've been waiting for this war for about 40 years. So they're prepared for this shit. Trump obviously wasn't.
Because many Iranians have rallied behind the flag and defended their country's sovereignty against this war of aggression launched by the world's most powerful empire. And this is why even the Wall Street Journal and the former editor of the Wall Street Journal, Gerard Baker, who's a right-wing former Trump supporter, even he acknowledged that the U.S. is failing in its war against Iran. And some other
Only people who aren't saying that are like the magatards or the niggas who like their job depends on agreeing with Trump.
media outlets have come out very clearly and said that Iran is winning. The Independent, which is a major newspaper in the UK, published an article titled, "Iran is the clear winner as Trump's desperate bid for peace shows he wants out of the war." If you look rationally at the evidence that has come out in the past several weeks as this war has dragged on, that is the conclusion you should come to. Or at the very least, if you think Iran is not winning necessarily, at the very least, the U.S. empire has clearly been losing this war. It has failed to carry out regime change like it did in Syria or Iraq, yet alone
Or Venezuela.
state collapse like it carried out in the U.S.-led NATO war in Libya in 2011, which totally destroyed the state and left behind a failed state and anarchy and civil war that is continuing to this day. Those goals have clearly failed. The Iranian government is stronger than ever. Moreover, the evidence that I surveyed today shows how Iran has succeeded in establishing deterrence by demonstrating to the U.S. and Israel that if they attack it again in the future, Tehran can retaliate in self-defense and cause significant damage to U.S. military bases in the region, to Israeli military infrastructure, and to the infrastructure of the Persian Gulf monarchies that support the U.S. and Israel. The U.S. military bases in the region have been destroyed or at least very significantly damaged. It will cost many billions of dollars to replace that infrastructure if the U.S. even rebuilds these bases. Some of these countries in the region may decide, actually, we don't want to host these U.S. military bases anymore. We thought the U.S. was protecting us. In reality, the U.S. is endangering us by making us a target in these future wars of aggression launched by the U.S. and Israel. All of these details combined have demonstrated clearly that the U.S. empire is losing this war, and Trump is lying when he goes out and claims that everything is going swimmingly, and you should just ignore all the evidence and believe what he claims.
That's why I say, like, if you actually pay attention to what Trump has been saying and what's going on, there's no way in fuck you can just assume that we're just winning with flying colors or we're doing a good job, because we're not. The whole point, like I said, the whole point of the war was regime change, nuclear missiles, ballistic missiles, and the proxies of the Houthis and the Hezbollahs that they fund. That was the mission of the war. Now we got no regime change. They still got the ballistic missiles, still creating a nuke because they're gonna need it if they're fighting against Israel and America, and they're still funding the proxies. Also, what makes it worse is they also closed the Strait of Hormuz. So not only do we have none of that, the Strait of Hormuz is closed now. So now all of the world's economy is getting squeezed because they closed the strait. So we really haven't done anything besides blow up a few ships and, destroy some airplanes. Like, there's nothing we've really won. So the lives that have been lost already, the money that has been spent, the time that has been spent has been pointless because, again, we haven't gotten regime change. We haven't gotten the nukes out. We haven't got the ballistic missiles out, and they still got the proxies. And none of that stuff they're giving up anymore. They were giving up all that stuff besides the ballistic missiles, but now they're not giving up anything, and the strait is closed. So, if you have a brain, there's no way you can think this is a W. But most niggas don't have brains, which is why, most niggas is dumb.
On that note, I'm going to conclude. I am Ben Norton. I'm the editor-in-chief of Geopolitical Economy Report. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. Please share this. I will see you all next time.
Appreciate Ben with the breakdown. But this is what I've been saying the whole time, guys. I've been repeating. Ben has literally repeated what I've said for the past three months about the U.S. Like, if you pay attention to any of the media, it's all garbage. They're all lying. They all say different shit. Then when they get together, they say the same shit, and then they'll come back out and say some different shit. Like, you just, like I said, if you're not doing your own research, then you don't really care about what's going on. You just like to see the clips and see niggas react to the shit. Other than that, you don't really care about what's really happening, because you should know. This is not hard to, this is not like it's on the dark web or some shit. This is easy information to find easily. And he was getting it from like the people I wouldn't even go to, like the Washington Post, New York Times, CNN, people like that. You can't trust those media outlets, but they're literally reporting it too. So it's like, there's no way you dumbass niggas don't see this shit. It's just like you're choosing not to, which is okay. But when the gas goes to fucking $100, and then you realize what the fuck is happening, this is what's been happening the whole time. We're losing. All right, we are fucking losing. Shit. All right, let's see what this see what X got for us today. Nice little breakdown. Get my people up to date with the war. Actually, you know what? Hold up. See what my Indian people got going on today. See what my Indians got to say about the war today. Um. Oh yeah, Trump is supposed to be meeting with China today, I think, right? Yeah. China's supposed to be meeting with China this week. Um, they rejected the peace plan. Of course they did. Because like I said, Trump, they're not dropping their proxies or their ballistic missiles, and that's really what Israel wants to get rid of, is the ballistic missiles. But they're not doing that, because then they wouldn't be able to defend themselves. So yeah. They are not doing that. All right, let's see what this X got for us today. Trying to get this perfect. Sarah Fontenot revealed that she married her friend just 6 days after ending things with her boyfriend, the same man she had already been discussing marriage with. He said, "Let that man go. The very next day I cut him off and we got married in 6 days." Yeah, that's not a good story.
August 12th, he said, "You need to let that man go." I said, "Do you get what you're telling me?" Like, again.
Whoa. She married her friend just 6 days after ending things with her boyfriend. So wait. So you were talking to your. This is what? What the fuck? This is not good. Like, she's basically saying I had a friend and a boyfriend. So you had a guy friend and a boyfriend. This is already not good story. And then the friend told you to let that man go. The very next day you cut him off? What the fuck?
Like, do you understand what you're telling me? He said, "Fuck that nigga." I said, "Excuse me? Like, do you understand what you're saying? Like, you're saying let go of a man that's marriage minded for you because you're ready for commitment." He said, "Like I said, fuck that nigga." And
why the fuck would you? This nigga was horny as fuck that day. Why the fuck would you listen to this nigga? So you're gonna leave the nigga who was marriage minded for the nigga who just wanted commitment now? Nah, that was stupid as fuck. And she is a voice for the women. I be seeing her all the time. She be voicing, "Yeah, you should do this for me, man, this for me." Like, that was horrible. This is a cuck right here. Why the fuck would you want somebody? She was just getting fucked by another nigga, and now you want to stick it in? Like, that's weird. This is not a good story.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." So the very next day, I sent a message and I let that man know.
Wait, you cut the man off before you got the ring?
Yeah.
Because he said, "Oh, no, girl."
Oh no, it gets crazier.
Did you guys have...
That was August 12th. I let go of the dude, and then August 18th we got married.
Wait, 6 days later?
August 18th. He called my dad somewhere in there, asked him for permission to marry me. My whole family knows him. All my friends know him. His mom, when he called his mom and said, "Mom, I'm getting married." She said, "To who? Sarah?" Anybody that he told, everybody was like, "To Sarah?" When I was like, I'm getting married, they were like, to who? Like, which one of them? You know, like, but
That's absolutely disgusting. But what is scary about this story, this is what makes the story fucking crazy, is that she was literally about to get married to somebody, and then some nigga told her, don't get married to him, and then she stopped. So can another nigga tell her, don't leave this nigga, and then she leaves him? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the fact that this even went down just lets me know he's a simp. There's no way you see a girl with a man, another man, and you just want her. Like that's like such cuckery, right? That's like something P Diddy would do. Like that's literally the Diddy party right there. Watching your girl getting fucked. Like you're watching the one you like. Get like I don't know how that this made any sense. And like this is why women who talk for men is horrible, because they don't be saying the right shit. Like they be saying some dumbass shit most of the time. And yeah, sure, you look like a pick me, but like the shit you say be dumb. Like and then like for example, this story is horrible. Why the fuck would you say this? You left the nigga that you was gonna marry because a friend said let's fuck that nigga. What the fuck? Oh man, bitches are really they're really funny. I tell you that. They are funny. Niggas always hitting a cigar. I don't know. Cigars just feel like it's too much. No, did he? And we, oh God. Oh my goodness, not Chud. Chud the Builder, the racist clown who films himself screaming the N word at black people, just got exposed. Trans content creator Lily Venus says she had a full intimate sexual relationship with the Chud around 2015, including pegging, threesomes, and weed. She straight up, I mean, who gives a fuck about that part? But the pegging and the threesomes, Jesus Christ, what? She straight up calls herself a professional pegger for white male clients. So the fake alpha tough guy was getting bent over and pegged this whole time. LMAO, the mask is completely gone. You pathetic fraud. Let's.
What's up, y'all? Lily Venus here, pretty bitch with a big dick. It's literally in my bio.
Oh, this is a nigga.
I'm only bringing this up because Chud the Builder's cameraman put our conversation on Broadway on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work. Fucking great. But in the caption it said that black woman who used to smoke mid and get raw dogged by Chud the Builder. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it for a very long time now. Most of my clientele is white men. We sign NDA agreements. I talk about me pegging all the time, but I never tell you names because discretion is key.
Wait, if you sign NDA agreements, how are you allowed to say this shit now?
Confidentiality is why my client list is so long, but Chud mentioned it first. I think that he said it the way he said it because the white supremacists were probably like, ew, you used to hang out with a black girl, shame on you. So you had to make it sound good. But see, here's the thing. I'm an egregore too. Lily Venus, hi. Hail the great mother. So I am all about enlightenment, controversy, occultism, witchcraft, and of course, love. So me talking about this is what my brand is about. Let's
Chud can't see his kid.
expose it, bro. So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Don't nobody want to see that shit, bitch, nigga. Fuck, nigga. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Nah, that's crazy. If Chud made a video saying he fucked this bitch raw, this nigga raw, oh my God, Chud, you're my guy. I love seeing your videos, but please don't let this be true. This is why I try to keep my social life clean. This is why I try to keep my public life clean. Because let a nigga piss you off, nigga, they're gonna come to the internet and say it out loud. Piss somebody off correctly. They're gonna come to the internet and tell your business that you don't think you that. Look, guys, this is what I learned. When you tell somebody your secret, it's not your secret anymore. Okay, so that. Oh my God, if this is the case, guys, I'm scared for Chud because this is not good. This is not good. Look, he's gonna lose his crowd because no way you're getting pegged, bro. In threesomes with a man doing gay shit. Oh man, they're gonna cook you for this, Chud. But like I said, I fuck with Chud. His content is funny as shit. I understand the mission, but damn, he already lost before that. Shit, I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's sick. Does she like? Okay, let's. Okay, there we go. Okay.
He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest way. Now Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't fuck him again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block? Now, when I first fucked him, he was a virgin, and I'm having a hunch that he probably hasn't been fucked since me and my ex-wife. We can start.
Yeah, Chud, you gotta handle this because this is crazy. Chud, look at me, Chud. You gotta handle this shit, brother, because this is fucking crazy. What the fuck is going on? You cannot be a dickhead and then have this type of shit in your closet, nigga. Yeah, he got arrested, but I saw why he got arrested because the fucking people in the restaurant were kicking him out and they wanted him to pay for the food. But it's like, how you gonna kick the nigga out and you want him to pay for the food? That didn't make sense to me unless he ate all the food already. Little white troll took his hat. I saw, bro. Okay, look. I hate being that guy that's always defending him. I hate being that guy, but like, what I don't like is just okay. What I don't like is, and I hate saying unfairness because life isn't fair, but Chud does what he does, and he doesn't like. He's not hurting anybody, so I don't get mad at what he does. It doesn't bother me. I've seen the streams. He goes to people, hey, you like the First Amendment, so can white people say the N word? It's pretty simple. Sometimes he might like keep going with them, but other than that, that's usually how it starts. But the white boy that is clowning him, that's getting all this fucking like, that's looking cool because he stole his hat, bro. That nigga literally makes videos clowning black people all the time. He makes watermelon, and I'm not mad. I love them. They're hilarious. He talks about, oh, look at this nigga, I'm eating this chicken, watermelon and shit. He does that all the time. But Chud is in public saying the N-word, and now you're the big. He does it as wrong. He do it worse. Like I'll tell you, he antagonizes, but it's not like. Well, let me not say I haven't seen the recent streams, but like I said, I've seen the previous ones where he would go up saying, "Hey, you like the First Amendment?" Da da da. But like, how do you feel like you're better than Chud when you literally make the same content, bro? Like you literally make the same shit. You literally. Because Chud does it in public doesn't make you any better. Like, you literally do it in private. The nigga does it in private. He literally makes the videos. Oh, look at the chicken, the watermelon. It's funny. But it's like, bro, you literally do the same shit. So it's like if I ran up behind Chud, like, oh, I got your hat, nigga. Like, nigga, I do the same shit. I call you lucky we on YouTube. Like, I do the same fucking shit. I respect free speech. I respect that you can say and make a joke about anything you want to. I respect that. So for me to go do that is backwards. That's why it's like so funny to me. But yeah, like I was saying, Chud, please, bro. I fuck with you. But this shit, this faggot, we're on YouTube. This maggotry that you got going on, it's not acceptable, okay? You need to address this somewhere, some way, somehow. Because what in the fuck is this nigga talking about? He said he used to fuck you. Then he's showing the receipts of the video, like, and then what makes it worse is you made the video talking about you used to fuck this nigga. Oh my goodness, Chud, I need you to fix this, okay? That ain't no fix. Look, this was his. Let me go back to the. This was Chud's. It's over for him. All right, can't buy a new ass. On God, that's crazy. Bro, I really don't like. I hate hearing like this is some shit. Like if Myron or Nick was to come out and I heard some shit like this, I'm telling you, it would break my heart. Knowing they doing some maggotry behind the closed doors like this, it would break my fucking heart. But like I said, they're in his mind, literally like of getting bent over. Like there's no way you can not think about that, of doing some maggotry. So hold up. 1 second. Let me go back. Let's watch the beginning. Let me get the beginning real quick. You know, let me get the begin.
What's up, y'all? Lily Venus here, pretty bitch with a big dick. It's literally in my bio. I'm only bringing this up because Chud the Builder's cameraman put our conversation on Broadway on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work.
Chud the Builder's cameraman. That bitch dick was big as fuck too. Yo, that's crazy. That was gay. No Diddy. Pause. That was sweet. Bro. Unk. Who the fuck is taking that shit? No Diddy. Pause. Like, Chud. I'm gonna end this right here. Chud, my nigga. Played the motherfucker great. Yo, this nigga is, I didn't know this nigga was sick like that. Yo, Chud. I fuck with your content. If you was getting fucked in the ass, you need to just come out and say you was getting fucked in the ass and get it over with. Get it out the way. If you wasn't, we need something to, we need to figure out something, nigga, or this is going to fry you, my nigga. Niggas are not going to fuck with you after this. Well, I still laugh at the video, sure, but knowing you getting back shots like that, how can we take you? This is what I be trying to tell my girl. How can I take a nigga who listens to his bitch serious? I could never take you serious because I know your bitch controls you. So it's like, how could I take a nigga who's getting fucked in the ass serious? Like, I couldn't, bro. Like, and it's not me trying to be mean or disrespectful or rude. How do you take a nigga serious who gets fucked in the ass? Like, I'm not scared of that nigga. You get fucked in the ass, bro. Like, so Chud, you need to figure this out, bro. Please, for the sake of God, figure this shit out. Holy fuck, guys, that was crazy. Like, Unk, what the fuck? Oh, man.
Here's the video that she actually posted, this dumbass.
Wait, hold up. Myron cooks Akash Singe and his wife after she made another video embarrassing him, and this nigga is there recording this. Why are you cooking yourself, bro? God, like, had to be a real man. I'm telling you, bro. There's no way in fuck. I'm telling you. If anything comes out about me, it'll be this nigga get angry, some shit. He get angry. But other than that, no shit like this is coming out. I'm sorry. I like I said, I know I played basketball for school. I know how women work. I know how the world works. I know how clout works. If you're one of the guys and you're doing stuff behind closed doors, they're going to fucking get you, nigga. Like, they're coming for your ass, literally. So that's why I try to dot my I's, you know, cross my T's when I'm in real life, because no, I don't need, I'm trying to portray an image of I say what I do and I do what I say. So, and the truth. So it's like, I got to keep up an image of being truthful and always, you know, which is fine, but it's like, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Here's the video that she actually posted, this dumbass whore.
My husband's 42nd birthday. I thought I would tell you guys funny stories about when we were first dating. I was finishing up my last year in college, and Akash he came to Philly for our first date because that's where I was studying. And he's like, oh yeah, I come to Philly all the time. Like, never used to come to Philly. Came down and he Ubered to come pick me up, and he drove past Fraternity Row. I feel like that's when it sunk in, like our age difference, our 9-year age difference. And he was like, oh.
Wait, why is he driving through Fraternity Row to pick you up?
See, that's why I fuck with Byron. This nigga, they tell themselves. Bitches will tell themselves, just keep letting them talk. They will tell themselves, perfect. Why are you driving through Fraternity?
Why the fuck did he have to drive through Fraternity Row to pick you up?
Okay, and then he took me to this restaurant, Sampan. My Philly girls know. He thought he killed it, which he did. It's a good restaurant, but I had been there on a date with the last guy I dated. I told him that
I think he paused
Bruh.
it. I did. We paused it at the same time because it's like, what the fuck? How many? Okay, so you went there with, like, this is why you can't date older women, because they don't have no new experiences, bro. Like, you want to be the nigga taking your girl to this restaurant for the first time, showing her experiences. These old bitches, they done been to the shits billions of times. Perfect example. Like, they've been to it. They've done it. There's nothing new you could really show them, so there's nothing special y'all could really have. In like the when it comes to like certain things, like stuff like that.
Actually posted this. Why is he driving through fraternity road to pick you up?
Date with the last
You're like, what needs to be stated, bro?
I dated. I told her that I
Bruh. Like, not everything needs to be stated, bro. Like, you know it's bad when the op has to come in and be like, what are you doing?
Right.
What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, seriously? Is this necessary?
But this is why we say women should be seen and not heard, because they say dumb shit all the time. Why the fuck are you talking about going on a date with your husband and your man and then bringing up how you've been here with another man? That's fucking, it's just the same thing like with the bitch up top. Like, what type of niggas are you hanging around that are allowing you to talk about other niggas around them? That's fucking gay.
there before, and he was like, "Are you kidding me?" Then he took me to Eastern State Penitentiary, which is like an old jail where I think what's his name? Al Pacino? Al Capone. Al Capone. Whatever. Al Capone State.
And then this nigga's sitting right next to her listening to this bullshit. Didn't say not one word. Oh, you let me take you to the spot that you went to with another guy. Like, didn't say shit. He's just sitting there. Just like the little look. You remember? That was the time. You told me you was with the other guy. Yeah, I remember that. Oh my God. I don't know how y'all got. Like, imagine. What type of cuck shit is this?
And this nigga's there recording this?
Oh my God.
Why are you cucking yourself, bro? Why? Why? Yo, look, man. I don't want to use this as a shameless plug, but this is why y'all niggas got to get my book, bro. Honestly, so you never be in a position like this stupid ass Indian nigga? Bro, Why Women Deserve Less, book number 1, and then book number 2, Why Women Deserve Even Less. And bro, the more I watch this dumbass Jasleen bitch, it's gonna end up being Why Women Deserve Nothing, probably next year. This woman has a multimillionaire, famous rich husband, and she can't shut the fuck up.
And that's what kills me, is that Myron always gives Akash his flowers. He makes money. He's stand-up comedian. He's not he's not like a bullshit. He has money, so it's not like he's a bum. And your wife can't seem to stop fucking embarrassing you and cucking you out on video. It's like she does it on purpose. Like, how is it cool? Okay, imagine I got on the camera, right? Imagine I got on every time I was recording. I'm talking about how much of a whore my girlfriend is. Oh yeah, she's such a whore. She was sleeping with all these guys. Da, da, da. Like, niggas would be like, you must hate your girlfriend. Because you talk about how much, why are you with her? This is exactly how he should feel. All she does is disrespect the nigga. Why the fuck are you with this bitch who talks about nothing but how she did some shit with another nigga?
She's still on the internet posting stupid shit. And a part of it, let's be honest here, a part of it is him being a retard and enabling it. He recorded this video. Fucking cuck. Thank you, come again.
Thank you, come again.
It wasn't bad enough that she made a podcast called fucking Main Character Pod. Thank you, come again. It wasn't bad enough that she talked about fucking her best friend's husband. Thank you, come again. Fantasizing about other guys instead of you for sex. Thank you, come again. Bragging about her lavish lifestyle that you pay for. Thank you, come again. Making you take the smaller closet, she takes the bigger one. Embarrassing you on camera. Thank you, come again. Comes on the fucking Flagrant podcast. You guys try to do a damage control and it flops. Thank you, come again. You have to walk away from the podcast for self-preservation. Thank you, come again. You get roasted endlessly. Thank you, come again. You went from Akash Singh to Akash Simp. Thank you, come again.
A cuck simp.
What the fuck is going on?
A cuck simp went from Akash Singh to a cuck simp. Most people are just stupid, but I'll give Akash some grace. I do believe he love her. Yeah, he do. He's a virgin. He's a virgin, so of course he love her. Of course he love her. He putting up with this shit. Men love the most, but it's like, but this is what happens when you don't have experience with women. You don't understand what they're saying. Okay, you see what I'm saying? This is why you need experience with women, which is why Myron says the 50 women, which is, of course, is a high number, but you don't exactly have to need to get to 50, but that's the point. Like, this is why you need the experiences, because when a nigga with experience hears some shit like that, they're like, oh my God, I have a whore. She's been sucking and fucking niggas all through college. What the fuck am I doing? But a nigga who's never heard a woman really, the womanese, he doesn't understand it, is not going to catch on to it. And it's going to, like I said, being cucked for the fuck of it knowingly is different after marriage. Yeah, but like, that's the point of dating, like a vetting. You have to figure out who you're talking to. So if you're finding out you're a cuck after marriage, then you just vetted horribly, bro. Like, you don't know how to vet correctly. You should have known that before you married the girl, how she acts. Like, she was saying this stuff before there was the camera. Like, it wasn't like this is like brand new stuff. She's been saying this stuff to him before there was a camera. He just doesn't know how to handle the woman needs because he doesn't understand it. She's speaking Spanish to this nigga, and he's like, dick suck, yeah. Like she's literally speaking Spanish to bro.
Come on, man. Thank you. Come again. She lied and told you she was a virgin. Thank you. Come again. You go on a podcast or multiple podcasts trying to say that she's a virgin. Niggas laugh at you. Thank you. Come again. Like, bruh.
You stupid.
Fucking retard, man. Here's the video that she actually.
Nigga said, my nigga Ugg said, bro, America doesn't even vet their immigrants. You think an immigrant? Oh God, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, these niggas come over here and forget that this is the West. Like, these bitches are a different breed, I promise you. Different breed, my nigga. This is not the East. This is not India. These bitches want $1 million and to step on your balls. They don't want just $1 million. They want $1 million and step on your nuts, okay? They don't, like, these bitches are a different breed over here, buddy. Man, I feel, and what sucks is I feel bad for him because he doesn't know he's the cuck. Like, he really doesn't know he's the cuck. Like you said, like, P. Diddy knows he's a cuck. He likes doing that shit. Whereas Akash is in love. He's just in love. He's just like, hopefully, I pray she doesn't say, fuck you, nigga, I'm tired of this shit, and leave, okay? I hope she never does that. But that's usually the decisions women like this make. They just say, oh, well, like this bitch. Like the bitch about, like the first bitch we saw. Oh well, a nigga couldn't tell, whisper in her ear, fuck that nigga, leave him, and she just leave, and then think she feels good about telling the story. Like, oh man, these bitches are really cooked, bro. Like, I feel sorry for the niggas that don't even put work into themselves or like don't try at all, because the bottom of the barrel is disgusting, and you don't want shit down there. Okay, so, oh my goodness. They all contributed to her success. Damn. Look at this fucking maggot. Fucking maggot. Is he gay? I bet you he's gay. Oh, yeah, he's a fag. Like, it's always a maggot talking about some, I'm sorry, but a dating history of 13 men is not outrageous for a 45-year-old woman, especially when one of those relationships was a marriage close to a decade. People really hold women in the public eye to unrealistic standards when it comes to their dating history. "13 niggas. That's literally, you was fucking niggas till you was 33. Imagine. Every year you was fucking a nigga till you, every year you was fucking another nigga. From 18 to 33. That's a lot of different niggas. That's a lot of men. Women aren't supposed to be hopping from different men like this. Like, it's not biologically supposed to be possible for them to do it. We've made the technology, thank God to men, you know, we're so fucking smart. Thank you us. We've made the technology to where we can tell whose child it is, but biologically, women were not designed to hop from men to men to men. So, Ramonte the maggot, stick to your getting pegged and getting fucked in the ass, my nigga. Don't worry about what a straight niggas is doing. You're gay. Stick to the gay side. Can't stand maggots. Maggots is always talking. Like, niggas, keep your maggot ass over there with the other maggots. Y'all niggas do y'all shit. We already let you do your shit. Stop talking about what we doing. Into the crowd. Oh, this nigga's a dumbass. This nigga's a jackass. Bitch mad. Eagles star offensive tackle Fred Johnson's pregnant ex-girlfriend exposes him on TikTok for abandoning her to smash other women on Hinge. If a man were to kick out his 8-month pregnant girlfriend to then be on Hinge the next day looking for women to have fun with, yeah, bitch, you was probably annoying as fuck. Like, this nigga is a NFL star, right? Eagles NFL star. Didn't they just win a championship 2 years ago? Eagles NFL star, and yo ass probably wouldn't shut the fuck up. He probably said, hey, can you shut the fuck up? And you was like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. I'm gonna show you. Get the fuck out. Easy.
Just a quick question. Hypothetically, if
Bitch got long nails, tattoos, where I want to say this is weave, so he's not losing
a
anything.
man were to kick out his 8-month pregnant girlfriend and unborn daughter to then be on Hinge the very next day looking for women to have fun with.
Right, because you probably wasn't sucking his dick, because you probably was like, I'm pregnant, I'm 8 months, you really want to fuck? How dare you? How dare you? I'm pregnant, you can't wait.
You know, hypothetically, you would not think that that type of man is a good man or a good father.
You
No,
would
I
probably
would think
not
he
think
was.
that type of man has integrity or morals or any form of decency.
No, I would think the bitch that he kicked out has to be some insufferable, annoying ass bitch. To your Facebook, it ain't let me share it here. Okay, bye. I would have to think that she's an insufferable, annoying ass bitch. Like, hold up. Oh shit. Oh hell nah. this nigga, bro. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? This nigga look a little slow. Hold up, Unc. Watch this shit. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, that nigga look a little slow. What the fuck? I can't hear shit. What the fuck?
Thank you.
Motherfucker has an extra chromosome dedicated to chivalry. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This shit is horrible.
Thank you, Kyle.
Now, if he can do it, why the fuck can't y'all?
Because your ass cheeks are hanging out. So what you're asking for is chivalry. And back in the day, chivalry was this. A man was expected to hold the door open for you every single time you walk through it. And pull your seat out every single time you want to sit down.
But when they did that, bitches have said, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, you're such a, you see what I'm saying? We got appreciation for doing stuff like that.
And take you out on dates and spoil you and buy you flowers and all of this shit, right? That was being chivalrous, taking my coat off to put it on a puddle just so you can walk over it. And back in the day, women deserved this treatment because they were feminine. They weren't aggressive, masculine, and they respected men. If a man held the door open for you, you didn't ignore them and expect them to do it. You would be slightly flirty, but not promiscuous, because you respect the fact that that man was a gentleman and you don't want to make him feel unappreciated, right? Women nowadays don't do that shit. You're asking, why can't you do that? Why can't you dress appropriately? Why can't you listen to a man?
I'm telling you, why can't you shut the fuck up? That's how it be. That's really where I get right to. Why can't you shut the fuck up? If a nigga kicked out his 8-month pregnant old girlfriend to go have fun, that means it lets me know that you were such a bitch. You were so fucking annoying. You were so insufferable that he could not even put up with you for another month before the baby came. That's how bad it was. You would not shut the fuck up. Now you're fucking making videos in the car, 8-month pregnant by yourself. Now you gotta go find somebody that's gonna take care of that shit. And don't nobody want to. Don't nobody want your shit but the nigga who made it with you. All right? God damn. These bitches are, I'm trying to tell you, these bitches are actually cooked, bro. And I'm here to, I'm enjoying it. All right? You're gonna start seeing a lot of bitches on the streets. All right? I'm enjoying it. I can't wait because they've been cooking us for the past fucking, I don't know how long, since the 1950s they've been shitting on us. 1970s they've been shitting on us. So I can't wait to see it. All right? But yeah, nice easy stream today. It was a little bit early because I had some stuff that I had to do, but we hit a lot of points today. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Unc checked in as usual. That is the GOAT. Y'all better recognize. Appreciate everybody that stopped by though. I can't see my chats again. I cannot see my chats. So if you're chatting, I am so sorry. I have to figure out how to fix that. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that stopped by today. I will see y'all boys on Wednesday. Nice easy day. Peace.
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh! So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok.